What's this?
Well, what we're going to talk about. Guess what? We're saying bye-bye today. The last time we're going to be sitting in our baby Bailey. We took all of our personalised stuff out, the way I stamped it, for it to be like me now, and it just looks bare.
It's proper bare, isn't it?
Yes, really bare.
We took all the stuff off the shelves, all the covers, all the bits that was us and baby Bailey that made what we had for some fantastic weekends and some weeks away have just gone, haven't they? And I'm absolutely gutted. But
Bailey baby cut me out of shielding for a few weeks, which I really needed, because I'd been shielding that long because of my health conditions, and I can't wait for the other caravan to do the same. But it needs my personal touch, like baby Bailey had.
So we started when we went into lockdown last March, and we were stuck in the house. We had the house and the garden. There was nothing else. And when it got to the end of lockdown in July, we started looking to think, we've already cancelled 3 holidays.
Yes.
So we wanted to start looking at how we would get out and about. And we decided we'd go back to caravanning after 20 whatever years. So we didn't have a lot of choice as to what we bought. And when we come across this Bailey Orion, we thought it was absolutely ideal for what we wanted at the time. But it's got a couple of niggles that don't fit with us, but will probably fit with millions of other people. The problem for us was the fixed bed, and it's a French bed, and because Ali's only a short ass, she is little legs,
5'2",
and sleeps 12 hours a day, and I'm 5'10" and sleeps
4 hours a day.
4 to 6 hours a day. Ali slept on the narrow side with the cut-off bit on the bed, and I slept on the long side, which was a little
underneath the window.
But the only problem was, when I wanted to get up in the night, or I got up early morning, I was climbing over Ali. It's fantastic. It's a fabulous van. There's no damp. There's no problems. The heating system's perfect. What was his name? The guy up who lives in the Isle of Skye. There's a guy up in the Isle of Skye. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he did a little video called the Orion Project. He took the Orion out to the Alps, and he is absolutely right. This, as far as heating, as far as layout, as far as the bathroom, the shower, the cooking,
it's excellent.
It's absolutely perfect.
It's excellent.
But it's just not perfect
for us because of the bed.
So we're trading her in.
And we're saying ta to her today. Our last time in our baby Bailey. She will be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, it was really sad taking the number plate off the back, because that was like the final thing to say, you know, it's not ours anymore.
It was sad emptying it.
Yeah, taking all the stuff out and all the rest of it. But if anyone follows us on Twitter, you'll know that we have bought a Eldis Avante Sherwood special edition that's coming in
a week on Tuesday.
So as you're seeing this is like the last day before she's picked up in the morning.
And we're on the drive doing this.
Yeah, you know, and that was the great thing about this caravan. It's 22 foot long, it fits on our driveway. It's there.
And
We've had it winterized, haven't we?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, and we've not used it at all.
and you've had your isolation in it.
Yeah, and I got pinged by track and trace, so I spent 10 nights in here in isolation a couple of months ago, and I got pinged 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and we thought about using it again for isolation because Ollie's on the shielding list, so she, you know, we're really worried about all this COVID crap, and will I bring it home from work? You know, and Ali obviously needs to be kept safe. But the van's been perfect. To say, we bought it from a dealer who didn't have a dealership for new caravans. We had last August,
Yeah.
very little choice as to what was available. So the main dealers had very little in, didn't they?
Yeah, but we didn't want to pull full seats out at the front and make a bed. We wanted somewhere where we could sit and just go to bed without having to move cushions, put tables in the place. So at the time, it was ideal.
It was a bit of a rush decision, by the way.
Yeah,
That we
2 days.
that we, you know, we're thinking about, do we want to sort of buy the caravan because there wasn't many caravans available. We bought at a time when prices were starting to rise as well. So did we want to sort of spend all this money on something that was slightly inflated, and we had quite a limited budget because we were coming back to caravanning after 20 years or so.
Yeah.
Was it good for us? Because we're cracking on a bit. We're getting closer to the exit than we are to the entrance.
I mean, used to going abroad. We've took out the waters, really.
We've kind of gone back 20 years, and we're loving it, aren't we?
Yes,
absolutely
really loving it. It's getting me away, hasn't it? With my health issues, I have loved being away in this. Really loved it. It's getting me out of being locked up, if you all know what I mean.
But I want to kind of go into the bits about the different caravan manufacturers, because something that we watched this morning, and it was Oliver from Caravan and the Coxes, was about lightweight vans and what you get in a lightweight van, and can you actually achieve the luxury in a lightweight van, or what you need it to be. And I'll be honest, the Bailey Orion, the Bailey Pursuit, and probably the new Phoenix and Phoenix Plus are absolutely superb vans. But when you've got a restraint of your tow vehicle being what demands you to choose, the choice is very, very narrow. And us choosing the Bailey Orion was probably the best we could do at the time we had. Do you not agree?
Yes, definitely. It was the time to get me away, just to get me away from just being locked down, so I could get out.
What we wanted to do in choosing a new van was having a little bit more opulence and a little bit different of a design, because there's a few things in the Orion that we thought were not quite what we want. The bed was the first thing, and the second thing was that the 12-volt and the TV point and everything was next to the door, and we went out and bought one of the Ferguson stroke Cello caravan TVs, which is placed on a shelf which is directly next to the door. And the problem with them is they're absolutely weightless, and you could see when you open the door the TV would actually rock, and we were always worried that having a TV next to the door would end up with the TV either being knocked or being blown and end up, you know, being broken. And that was the first thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
if anyone watches us on Twitter, you'll see we've gone for the Eldis Avanti 454 Sherwood to be our replacement caravan. And yes, it's 2 foot longer than the caravan we've got, but it's also an L-shaped lounge. It's got a transverse island bed, and we've made some compromises.
We've gone for a wet room,
and it is a lot smaller than what we've got.
Yeah.
But when you look at the problems you have when you've got a tow vehicle that has problems with the weight, you have to make compromises somewhere. And we took that compromise to be the bathroom, because we're planning on using shower blocks more than anything else. The holidays that were booked in 2021 are pretty much on fully serviced pitches. Yeah. So we're looking at having, you know, everything connected in, and we'll use the shower blocks for the showers, and the toilet will be something we'll use during the night rather than something that we'll use all the time, which is what we planned for with this caravan. I think it's down to our age more than anything else, isn't it?
Getting too old.
Getting too old. and we are getting too old. We are getting too old. You know, we want something that's easy to move around. We want something that's easy to tow. Sad really. And we looked at the new Bailey as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
We looked at the Bailey Phoenix 644, which is the MTPLM is higher than what our car will tow, but the layout was what suited us, and the MRO is lower than what the car will tow. So it would have given us probably about 30 kilos less than what the maximum was, and we looked at that. So for anyone who's bought a new caravan, they see their old caravan go, and they have to wait that period for. I'm sure they feel pretty much the same. So tonight is kind of the night when we're leaving here after this video. I'm going to pull the curtains open and make sure all the paperwork's ready, because we upgraded the Chris to the chip and all the rest of it. Make sure the paperwork's signed, to do all the bits we need to do, remove the leisure battery, and all the little odds and sods, and get it ready for being towed away. And tomorrow's going to be a sad day, isn't it?
Yes, baby Bailey's going.
6 months. 6 months we've owned this caravan,
yeah.
And already we've got attached to it. But we got the opportunity to go and to buy a new van.
We need the other one.
And the new van's going to be a transverse island bed, and it's an L-shaped lounge, and we think that's going to, well, we know that's going to suit us better, because we're just a couple. We haven't got, you know, we don't need a 4-berth caravan. We really just need a couple's caravan that will tow very nicely on the back of our car.
You're not climbing over us in the middle of the night
No.
to the toilet.
No. So that's it, guys. This is it. The end of an era, the end of episode 1, and the start of episode 2 comes in 8 days' time, when the new caravan arrives, and Robinson's Caravans of Chesterfield deliver us our new
caravan,
Eldis Avanti Sherwood. We're really looking forward to it arriving. It's all right initially. We're in lockdown, aren't we? So let's face it, it's going to be the home office. It's an extension to my office upstairs, and I'll probably sit in here just to admire the damn thing as it's brand spanking shiny new, just for somewhere to work. But we're hoping, guys, as I'm sure everybody else is, that come Easter, we'll all be getting away, because we've got two trips booked, haven't we?
We've got one in April and one in July. Let's hope
the one in April is over to the middle of the Loon Valley. We're looking to go down to just outside, well, it's halfway between Kirby Lonsdale and Ingleton. Yeah. It's in the Loon Valley. We're hoping we're going to be able to get out and get some get some decent photos with the drone,
Yeah.
do some walk around Ingleton Falls, maybe get down to White Scar Caves.
We open so.
We're only sort of 3/4 of an hour away from my father, who lives down in Lancaster. Maybe Steamtime Museum at Carnforth, South Lakeland. We've sort of got 4 or 5 days, so with lots of things we want to do there. And in the summer, we saw the Poshcast camping video from
Back of Beyond.
Back of Beyond down in Dorset, and also from Rob and Lynn on tour, who've been down to Back of Beyond over Christmas. So we've got that booked. We're going down there for what, 12 days?
12 days.
12 days down on the edge of the New Forest. A place I know quite well, because I was, when I was in the Air Force, I was based down in Wiltshire. So we used to go down to sort of the New Forest, Lulworth Cove, and down sort of the Bournemouth Pool and the like. So I'm looking forward to taking Al down there. It's going to be a fantastic time in the summer, all going to plan. And what else can we say?
I'm going to go shopping online when the other caravan comes, so I can personalise it. It's what we want and the colours we want.
She's already been looking at glasses, cups, mugs, plates, covers, pictures, you name it. If it's going to be personalised, Ali's already been looking. So not only am I absolutely skinned through
spending his money,
not only are we totally skinned through buying the new caravan, but we're totally skinned because
I'm spending.
Ali's going to be spending even more on all the bits to make it, you know, a caravan that we can make our own.
Which is our home.
Well, it is. It's a second home, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like anyone who's got a motor home or a home out in Spain. It's your second home, so you want to make it your own, and you intend to do that, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Right, guys.
Spend his money.
Any more to say?
No, I'm just spending your money.
You had enough.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to call it quits here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Leave us a comment, and we'll catch up with you later.
Okay, bye.
See you
Give
later.
us a like.
See you later, guys. Ta-da.
Bye.